Hello, this is Nelson Karanja. Once again, this is Global Oak Media, and today we are looking at some of the tools that small businesses can actually use right now that are driven by AI. And actually, these are tools that can save you money. If you're a small business owner and you're spending money on doing product photography, or you're spending money doing thumbnails, or you're spending money getting photographers to actually come and do your work for you, or graphic designers, these are some of the tools that you should be taking advantage of, saving yourself a ton of money. Today we are talking about Google AI Studio, and we want to specifically talk about the Nano Banana. And I know, yes, right now it's almost like old news. Everybody is talking about Nano Banana, but I just want to look at some of the use cases, how small businesses can take advantage of this and cut costs in doing their marketing content. I'm in Google AI Studio, and as you can see here, we have Nano Banana, we have Imagen 4, and we have Imagen 4 Ultra. For now, I will just look at Nano Banana, and then later on, perhaps in another episode, we can have a look at Imagen 4, because it's also actually quite very powerful when it comes to doing things that have text. But let me look at Nano Banana. For example, you are a small business person, and you are doing product photography, or you have some items that you want to list for sale. Let me upload something here. Let's say I'm selling this bag, and I don't have other photos that I can actually use for marketing. Here's the fun part. This bag, as you can see, whatever color this is, we can say change the color of this bag to a shade of red, and we say leave all essential features of the bag unchanged. That's it. We change the color of this bag to a shade of let me say to a shade of red. Leave all essential features of the bag unchanged, and this is important so that AI does not generate a different kind of bag. Let's run that and see what we get. To take some time to process, to think it through. Let's see what it gives us. And here we go. This is the image we started with. If you look at all the features, we got this kind of an M here with some jewels, and then we've got a small chain hanging here. I can't read what brand this is, but that's the bag we have. And let's go to what AI has generated. This is what the bag has been turned into. It's a shade of red, and this time this logo, Imonda or something, looks a bit more legible. But you can see here it has actually maintained the M, and it has also this chain, even where this strap is. Everything is the same, but now from this to this, you got a bag right there. So, and you can actually now download this, and you can use it for something else. Now, let's say we want to take it a notch higher. Let's say we upload this same bag that we have generated, and now we tell Nano Banana, let's say, create an image of let's say a 25-year-old woman would probably use that. Let's say a beautiful 25-year-old woman holding this bag as she does her shopping, let's Let's see what it gives us. Okay, there we go. We have a beautiful young woman here, around age 25, and now she's holding the bag, same exact bag, and she's doing her shopping. Now you've got an image you can actually use to showcase your bag. And if I come back here, and maybe I want to change the aspect ratio to 16:9, but I want to use this same bag, and I say create an image of a beautiful, let's say maybe African 25-year-old African woman holding this bag as she does her shopping. Now if we run that, okay, there you go. We have another woman wearing the same bag, and she's doing her shopping. Okay, the name has remained, so it has kept that quite on point. So basically you can use Nano Banana to accelerate your product photography without having to pay people to come and do this. What else can we look at? Let me upload something different just for variety. I've got this shoe here, but it's only one, and we say create an image of a pair of shoes using the one in this image. Okay, and let's see whether it will give us a pair. All right, now we've got a pair, and in this one I didn't tell it to keep the features unchanged, but let's see what it has done. Now we got the same shoe, and now we got a pair of them. I can now go ahead and let's say download this. I can download this, and I can attach the same image, and I say, let's assume you sell shoes but you don't have other kind of shoes to display. You can say create an image of shoes on a sales rack or a sales display rack with this pair of shoes being the central focus. Include other men's shoes, different or varying colors and designs. Okay, let's see what it will give us. Create an image of shoes on a sales display rack with this pair of shoes being the central focus. Include other men's shoes of varying colors and designs. Now let's run that and see what we get. Okay, there we go. It's kind of a big shoe rack. I don't know whether we can locate our shoe in this one, but here it is. If you can see, this is the shoe, and we have gotten all these others going on. Now our shoe may not really start out, but now you got a whole shoe rack that you can actually be able to upload. Let me check the aspect ratio, and let me upload that same pair of shoes, and I can say generate an image of a smart man in business suit wearing this pair of shoes. Okay, and you hit generate. Once it's processed, here we've got a man wearing the exact same shoes. And if you're in doubt, you can zoom in and you can actually be able to tell that this is exactly the same shoe that you are working with. And you can specify what the man is wearing, whether it's black or white, doesn't matter. Nano Banana will give you that. Now, this is just one of the uses that you can be able to put this AI to work for you to reduce your product photography costs or to reduce your marketing content costs. And of course, as you can see, if you're using the free version, it does put a watermark here, but I believe that you should know how to deal with that, whether by upgrading, and I say nothing in view of anything else that you can do with that. I'm sure you would know how to take care of your jewelry. If I brought in this camera here and I say create an image of this camera being used by a professional African photographer or videographer, and we instructed keep all essential features of the camera unchanged. Okay, and let's see what it gives us. So with these tools, you can actually be able to cut down on the costs that you spend on doing your marketing content. Now, we had our camera here, and maybe you want an image to post showing that camera in use. And that's the camera, and we got somebody using it. We can argue about many other little details as to why he needs this when he has the screen. Hey, but I did not tell it what exactly to do about that. But by and large, you can be able to do something about that, and I'm sure you can change up a few things and be able to get an image that you can actually use. So Nano Banana is actually quite powerful, and now it's actually available in many other platforms, including the new or yet to be released Photoshop. I think Photoshop Beta now has Nano Banana, and you can use it in part of Google, Gemini, and many other platforms. So that is one way that you can be able to use Nano Banana to cut down on your marketing costs. So there you go. You can see there are ways you can actually use these tools to make yourself some savings. And as they say, a penny saved is a penny earned. Until next time, this is Nelson Karanja for Global Oak Media.